Fletchums!
Most PlayStation games these days come with a platinum trophy to strive for, the ultimate prize for the gamer. This wasn't always the case, however. In the early days of the PlayStation, when trophies emerged, some games were seen as too short and didn't include enough variety in the gameplay to warrant a platinum trophy. Even today, some games are released with bafflingly low quality trophy lists or without a platinum at all. Now, I know you're probably wondering, who cares if a game has a platinum or not? Well, it is a good question, and of course the answer is me.
Oh, stop booing. There's nothing wrong with it. There are dozens of us. Dozens!
My name is Dan from Plastation, and in this video I'll be looking at 5 games that should have had a platinum trophy. As usual, these lists are compiled purely from my own experiences, so if I've missed out on something obvious, please let me know in the comments. Number 5. SOMA. SOMA was developed by one of the modern day masters of the horror genre, Frictional Games, who also brought us the Amnesia series and the Penumbra series. In the same vein, SOMA is a survival horror, but this time set in the underwater facility Pathos 2. The game is incredibly eerie throughout, with dark, claustrophobic environments. Like Amnesia, your only defense here is to run and hide, bringing with it a level of helplessness in the game I find absolutely terrifying. SOMA is a standard length game with collectibles galore and multiple difficulty modes. For whatever reason then, the game has no platinum trophy, and the few trophies it has are basically completely unmissable. Based on all this content in the game, I feel a platinum trophy is well deserved here. However, I can imagine there would be a pretty tricky do not die trophy that I definitely would never get. Another one of the best horror games this generation, Outlast, doesn't have a platinum trophy. So it's possible Frictional Games followed suit with SOMA, given comparable game lengths and style. Outlast 2 fixed that, however, offering an impressively difficult platinum, so who knows what's in store for SOMA 2. Number 4. Journey. Journey is synonymous with the PlayStation. Released back in 2012 on the PS3 and then again in 2015 on the PS4, Journey is one of the main games that people point to in the "Are games art" argument, offering a beautiful experience that's both solitary and social. Now, I know that Journey is a short game that may be light on content in comparison to other full-size games. I just think given Journey's importance to the PlayStation, and what a memorable game it is for the majority of people who play it, a platinum trophy would be perfectly acceptable here. Let's not pretend that short, content-light games don't come with platinum trophies these days. But therein lies the problem for Journey. Back in 2012, a platinum for a game like Journey would have been absolutely scandalous, whereas nowadays it's practically expected on everything bar DLC. Let's just say I won't be surprised when I see the inevitable Journey PlayStation 5 edition with a platinum trophy. Number 3. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I'll be honest, it was actually this game that inspired me to make this list. Crystal Chronicles has recently been re-released on the PlayStation 4 since last appearing on the Nintendo GameCube. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is unlike other Final Fantasy games and is somewhat a cult classic. It's also a game I have very fond memories of from when I was younger. I still even have my original copy proudly displayed on my shelf. This made it all the more disappointing when I eagerly checked the trophy list to find that the game was missing a platinum trophy. To put some context to this, to get the whopping 9 trophies in this game, you could be looking at 100 hours of gameplay. To add insult to injury, the reception to this re-release has been widely lukewarm to be generous, with many critics arguing that the game is now worse than the original. Perhaps the low effort trophy list here is an indicator of the overall low quality of the re-release. While it is disappointing that this game doesn't have a platinum, and that the re-release has been so underwhelming, on the bright side, I do get to break out my GameCube again. Number 2. The Walking Dead Season 2. When the first Walking Dead came out in 2012, it was met with critical acclaim, cementing Telltale as one of the best tie-in creators, following up with some other amazing titles like The Wolf Among Us and Tales from the Borderlands. For PlayStation users, it also gifted us with one of the easiest platinum trophies that was available at the time, and from a game that was a genuine joy to play. This made things all the more confusing when the hotly anticipated Season 2 rolled out, this time not including a platinum trophy, and instead splitting into small DLC style lists. With the same amount of episodes and a similar playtime, this platinum deficient season was disappointing for trophy hunters, although it's nothing compared to the bundled Walking Dead collection that had all 4 seasons and add-ins with a single platinum trophy. Season 2 is still an amazing experience and well worth playing through. It just feels like the ball was dropped a little with omitting a platinum. Number 1. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is similar to Skyrim in that it's been released on every single console and gaming system since it came out, and will likely continue until the end of time, or at least until the rumoured remake takes its place. Not to say that this bothers me in the slightest, Resident Evil 4 happens to be one of my favourite games of all time, which is exactly the reason I have included it in this list. There's not much new I can say about Resident Evil 4, it truly is one of the best games ever. It would be difficult to even imagine what current gaming would look like without its influence. That of course leads me to the bizarre exclusion of a platinum trophy. It's not like Resident Evil 4 is short, it's packed with collectibles, unlockables, and even missable cutscenes. I mean, to get the pathetic 12 trophies on offer here will take upwards of 25 hours, longer than many platinums from lesser games. As I mentioned earlier, Resident Evil 4 has a rumoured remake in the works, which will undoubtedly come with a platinum trophy. It's just disappointing that the HD version didn't. So there you have it, 5 games that I think should have included platinum trophies. As I mentioned earlier, this isn't going to be a problem for the vast majority of gamers. Very few people will be put off a game based solely on the trophy list. However, I think there is an argument that the trophy list can often speak to the overall effort put into a game. If Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is anything to go by, that might sometimes be the case. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear if you have any other games in mind that should have had a platinum. Thanks again for watching.
Plastation!